Hey everyone, welcome back. So I have in front of me a box of games that I used to own probably about 10 years ago or so, and I had traded them off to a friend of mine about 10 years ago. Well, I just recently made a journey back to the Midwest where I grew up and my friend lives, and I've actually reacquired these to put back into my collection. And as you'll see, there's actually some really good gems in here. So I figured I'd just go through the box and show them. And right off, we have a few things here. We have the PC game ribbon, or PlayStation game ribbon. I don't have the original cases for these or anything, but we have here a copy of Dragon Warrior 7 for the PlayStation. And most of these are in actually really good condition as well. Galarians for the PlayStation as well. This case is a little messed up. We have Vandal Hearts. Now I said, I actually used to own these and I traded them off. And only did it because it was a friend of mine. I wasn't playing them or anything. D, also for PlayStation. Excuse me, coming out of the cold here. Another ribbon disc, and another disc for D. Darkstone, which I think I actually already own right now, but Legacy of Kain. That was a great series. Really enjoyed playing that back in the day. Total Eclipse. Not really sure. I've never played this. Don't really know anything about it. And here's a big name one, Arc the Lad Collection. Now this is complete, and as I'm sure you can see in the background there's also the Lunar series, and those are also complete, mint condition. These basically have been played maybe once or twice, so I'm really excited that those managed to stay in really great condition. And here's the other big sets. Here's Lunar 2, Eternal Blue, also complete. Again, has everything that was originally purchased with it. I purchased these from a collector a long time ago, and he kept them all in really great condition as well. So I'm very excited to see that after about 12 years now, these are still in just excellent condition. Lunar Silver Star Story. I'm so excited to actually be able to play these again and stuff, and introduce my kids to the series. Now this Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete, the official strategy guide. This is in like mint condition. The binding hasn't even been broken in really yet. I never actually used it. I bought it when I bought the rest of the set from another friend of mine years and years ago, and like I said, he was a collector and kept stuff in really great condition. So moving on, Wild Arms 2. Another great game. Parasite Eve. Never got too much into those series, but it'd be fun to play that again and try it out. Tall Infinity. It's a Tetris-like puzzle game. Spec Ops Covert Assault. Never really been a Spec Ops fan, but whatever. Populous, The Beginning. This is an okay game. And let's see what else. Crusaders, Might and Magic. Bloody Roar 2. Not sure if that was, I don't think I actually had that originally. And Final Fantasy Tactics, Greatest Hits Edition, obviously. I really love the tactics games, and this is one of my favorites. One that I completely forgot was even in this collection, but was Suikoden. I had so much fun playing that when I was younger. Really excited. I totally forgot I even owned it at that point. And not only that, but also Suikoden 2 was in there. And again, just really excited about that. Final Fantasy VIII. Never got into that one too much. Played through it once, but it was alright. Final Fantasy Origins, which contains Final Fantasy 1 and the remastered or never before released Final Fantasy 2 in Japan. I don't think this is the first time it appeared in the US. I could be wrong. But anyways, has Final Fantasy Remastered 1 and a remaster of Final Fantasy 2. One, you know, classics. Final Fantasy Anthology. And this is the Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI remastered editions on here. I never actually, so I own this but never really played the PlayStation version, so it'd be fun to play that, check it out. Then we have a sealed greatest hits of Final Fantasy IX, never opened. Probably won't open that, just keep it around because it's not really a expensive game and it's not really that uncommon, so I can just pick up another one. And an unopened greatest hits copy of Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is Final Fantasy IV Chrono Trigger. And again, probably leave this one sealed because I actually have the PSP portable copies of Final Fantasy IV and stuff, so there's no point in really opening this just to play it, so I'll just leave it sealed. So that's it for the games, and along with this there were some strategy guides. A guide for Final Fantasy VIII has seen some better days, and now I'm not really a guide collector, but generally if I can get a guide for pretty cheap for the a pretty big game or a game that I really enjoy playing, then I'll usually pick it up. Guide for the Final Fantasy Origins game, which is a Final Fantasy 1 and 2 series, and Final Fantasy 9 here, and here's one for Resident Evil 2, and here's another for Siren, which I don't actually own, but you know, I'll probably just keep it around to say I already own it. And an older one, Red Faction. And guide for Beautiful Jill. And a Prima Greatest Hits Final Fantasy Tactics strategy guide. So here's a Tales of Symphonia art book. I actually have Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube, so that's pretty cool to get back. And last, a Dark Watch Innocence comic. I believe this is a promo item that came out with the Dark Watch game years ago. I have it for the Xbox, but you know, it is what it is. Cool. Well, that's it for this sort of pickups video. Again, like I said, really excited to get a lot of these games back in my collection. Some of them I don't actually have, and as I've been rebuilding it, I probably would have bought a few of these again. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Until next time.